Hey guys, I'm Mo back again. Welcome to Day Part in the life of the Google Pixel Fold. I've been using this phone pretty much non-stop since I got it. Overall, I'm still really enjoying the phone for what it is, but I do have some concerns that I want to share with you today. Due to the fact that the phone is so expensive, I have higher expectations. This video is not sponsored by Google or anyone, so I can say pretty much whatever I want. Let's start off with the good stuff. The Pixel Fold is a beautiful phone. It has a sleek and premium design. The display is amazing. Just having the ability to open it up and having a giant tablet in your pocket whenever you want to watch videos. Camera is also pretty impressive. It is your standard pixel quality. So great for taking pictures, photos, videos, indoors and outdoors. Bright lighting, low lighting. Has a decent portrait mode. Pretty much one of the best cameras that money can buy in smartphones, so you're in good shape there. And with all folding phones, they are basically a built-in tripod. You can pretty much mount these things anywhere and start recording videos. Whether you do a TikTok video yourself dancing, a tutorial video you fixing the sink, mowing the lawn, you can pretty much put these things anywhere. My only complaint is main camera. You can't really frame yourself unless you're physically holding the phone. First of all, you have to open it up like a tablet and then awkwardly hold a giant phone up to your face and take a selfie that way. But if you try to prop it somewhere, it gets weird because there's really no way to lay it down flat, or else the previous screen is going to be facing down. I guess you can do a portrait video, but if you want to record a horizontal video, it gets really awkward. And even a portrait video, the phone is not going to stand upright on its own. You have to bend it a little, and sometimes you bend it too much. The outer display screen might close, or you might accidentally hit a record button. It's just not a very clean process, and I don't really like that. And I'm not sure there's any other way around it. I would have loved to be able to use the main camera more. I'm currently recording on the main camera itself, but luckily I have a tripod at my desk, but I wish I found a way to maybe make a small screen on the camera or something so you can see yourself while you're recording. That's just for me personally. I do a lot of vlogs and videos like these, so I would find it to be helpful, but I know most people are not recording themselves all day. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure someone's gonna find a use case for it. But that's my own personal take on the tripod function of the phone. And other than that, some of the other good stuff you have is pretty much standard across all Pixel phone. Magic Eraser, their amazing recording app, and even the Magic Eraser is not even exclusive to Pixel anymore. You have the Google One subscription. You buy any of the Google Cloud subscription, they give you that for free. This is a pretty decent phone for video chat, but you would have to use the main selfie camera, which is pretty decent. But it would be nice to use the main camera with the proper preview screen that can prop up easily. I'm really find myself in a situation where I'm docking this phone down and video chatting anyways, but that is a function within this phone. With any big giant folding phone like the Pixel or the Galaxy, you can do split screen mode, multitasking, can drag and drop between windows. I honestly haven't really used that feature at all. Not a big split screen person. Unless, I guess the one case I can potentially see is maybe someone sent you a picture on a text. You can have the text on the left hand side and the right hand side. You can do a Google search of something, make sure you're looking at the right item, or I don't know. There's probably an easier way. They could probably send you a link. You can do Google Lens. There's so many other different options that I find split screen to be unnecessary. And the screen is big, but it's not that big. If I'm gonna do any multitasking, I'm just gonna hop on a computer. But with the Pixel Fold, I just use it to watch YouTube. Occasionally I'll do some light web browsing. Now let's jump into the concerns. The battery life is okay, I guess. It can last me anywhere from 12 to 15 hours. Today I woke up at 2 a.m. in the morning, and by 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon it is at 20%. So at that point I had to plug in the phone to charge it up just to make sure it's gonna last me throughout the day, which is okay, but you're spending $1,800. It would have been nice to get a full day of battery in this phone, and I haven't been able to achieve that yet. I mean, I do use it pretty extensively. I record these videos every single day, at least 10 minutes, and all the other times I'm watching YouTube, I have music playing in the background, firing up the speakers, so those things tend to drain out the battery pretty quickly, I guess. And the crease is still there with all folding phones. I do notice it pretty often, especially watching videos and the content is bright. The middle section kind of sticks out, and you can see if you're watching a dark background, it's not as bad, but I personally do notice it. And another annoying thing about using the main camera to take photos is when you do gestures, it only works on photos. You can't do gestures to record the videos. And before you even do the gesture, you have to click onto the setting, turn on the timer to 3 seconds, and then you can wave your hand at it. And even that is pretty finicky. You have to hold your hand there. I find that it works about 50% of the time. If you're going to set up the timer, just do the 10-second press record and do it that way. For a Samsung phone, you don't need to set the timer. It automatically is always detecting your hand movement. So whenever you wave your hand at it, it will just detect it and just start recording or taking a picture. So I like the Samsung integration better for those gestures when taking photos using the main camera in the preview screen. And even though they made the Fold lighter than previous Galaxy phones, it is still pretty heavy when it's folded up. I still find it to be big and bulky. It's equivalent to me holding two phones together, and it's still a bit awkward to hold in one hand. It is still really heavy and it's resting on your pinky. Your pinky is going to get really tired just holding this phone for either 5 to 10 minutes. And with the inner display, the apps are still not optimized, so I find myself using the outer display a lot, and my pinky do get really tired just holding this phone. But I do like the size of the outer display. It is a 5-inch display. Passport shapes, pretty small, compact, even though it's kind of funny to say that about phone, but it is actually pretty compact. It is a good size. I know small phones are slowly going away, but I do appreciate the smaller phones, so it's easier for one-handed use. Even the Pixel 6a, that's considered a small phone, it is actually larger than this phone once it's folded up. 7a is 6.1 inches. So there's something nice about having a smaller display to use with one hand, even though it is so big and bulky. And with the Pixel Fold, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of the apps are not optimized. You're going to see a lot of black bars when just scrolling around. There are some occasional bugs when you're launching certain apps. It might freeze or crash your phone. And those should improve with time, but you're spending $1,800 on the phone. You would expect something that is almost perfect versus experimental. But other than that, overall, I'm still enjoying the phone for what it is. These are some of the concerns that I have that I did want to share with you. If you're looking for a folding phone that's perfect, this phone is not it. It is a first generation phone. And even the Samsung 5th generation Galaxy Z Fold 5, there are still going to be some flaws with the app optimization, everything like that. It's going to take time for developers to hop on board and optimize these larger screens. So for now, you're going to see a lot of weird quirks. Lucky for Samsung phone, they do have more customization where it's able to force certain apps to make it look nicer. Like Twitter, Samsung's able to at least extend the screen to make it, there's no black space, but Samsung give you more customization to force certain app to make it full screen or however you want. Versus Pixel Fold, you are pretty much stuck with whatever it is, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, you're just going to be stuck with random black bars on the side. But you have $2,000 laying around. The Pixel Fold is worth trying if you are a hardcore Pixel fan. I personally prefer the Samsung experience more. I just think they have more features, and they are 5 generations ahead, so it's a bit more refined. Google is a bit more bare bones. Some people like that. Just in terms of having stock Android, I just prefer One UI more. But overall, let me know if you have any questions, thoughts, or concern about the Pixel Fold or anything else you want me to cover. Just leave them in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Please check out Day 4 if you haven't already, and see you guys in the next video.